Sucker Punch's sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotei, has gone gold. I imagine there'll be a day one patch. There always are. They're probably still working on that, working on localized versions, but the core of the game, the essence of the game, is done. That is a very big deal to get to. I remember the days of sitting there with just giant stacks, 500 pages, and every single page was an individual bug, and you would just sit there going through them. We're going to waive this one. We're going to fix this one. This one we have to put on the back burner, but we hope to fix. It was mind-numbing. It was excruciating. It was exhausting. But it was necessary, obviously. But this one is done. Very excited for it. Yeah, there's the pre-order you can get. Not for me. I don't really care about stuff like that. I am excited to play it. In celebration, they also put out some new gameplay today on the PlayStation website. This is all about a lot of firearms. It's kind of cool. I like how long it takes to load the gun. A lot of people have complained about how the game looks. I think it looks fantastic. When it goes into this kind of slowdown mode, it looks pretty crappy. It's kind of PS3 era. But the color mode looks great. The action looks great. The navigation looks great. The violence looks great. Look at her cut this guy's arm off. Boom. I don't remember the first one. Did the first one have you cut people's arms and heads and shit off, or was it not? But regardless, super excited. Hell, I could go for it being even gorier, even bloodier. I wonder what they're doing next after this. Part 3? I know they're doing Legends, or Legends for this version, which is the online version, which was pretty good for Tsushima. I wonder if they're now kind of going, because I bet this game is going to be amazing, because the sequel is always better than the first, because the first game is where you spend all your time figuring out just what the hell the game is. A lot of times it takes you by the end of production to go, oh, now we know how to make this game. And then that's really why the sequels, the seconds are always better. The thirds usually tend to feel like a cash grab, and then it's just diminishing returns. What I love about this game, and Tsushima as well, and it seems this game is doing the same, is it doesn't feel like a Naughty Dog or Santa Monica game, or one of those games where there is a director, even though obviously there very much is, and a game lead and all that, game design lead. It feels more like it is an experience for the player. PlayStation first party single player doesn't have as many of those, and I loved that this series really doesn't feel like you can sense the fingerprints of someone's vision or what they want to say about the world. It feels more like, okay, all that's cool, but we just want to give you a great fucking, rip-roaring good action adventure. Sure, there'll be some, pathos and sentimental aspects and mature aspects narratively, but it feels more natural. It feels, and in some ways it gets less celebrated because of that, because it's not so on the nose, but I'll tell you what, it's a lot more immersive because of that. I love that. Ghost of Yotei coming out October 1st, pretty much less than a month. I'm there day one, unless, of course, it plays way better, obviously, on PS5 Pro, and then I'll have to take a few days to find one, and then I'll play it on that. Otherwise, I'm day one. Regardless, cannot wait for this.